Tonight at 5:30, the city of Indianapolis is ready to crack down on flea markets in an effort to protect your property.
The City County Council has overwhelmingly approved new requirements for flea markets. So what will it mean for sellers and buyers? Our TV6 reporter Jack Reinhart is live outside our Monument Circle studio with some answers. Jack.
Well, Erica, many city agencies collaborated on the flea market ordinance, and it's modeled after one that governs pawn shops. It's aimed at eliminating places where people can buy and sell stolen property. The Crazy Birds Flea Market on Southeastern Avenue is a business that operates with policies in excess of what the law currently requires. For some time, the market has required that people selling merchandise leave a thumbprint and personal information that identifies the seller.
Just for some protection, because people come in all the time wanting to sell us stuff, but a lot of times we just turn them away because we're just worried about the hassle and if it's stolen, if it's not stolen.
In August 2010, Metro Police raided 4 flea markets that they said were dealing as fencing operations for Indianapolis burglary rings. Some of the high-dollar items were purchased for pennies on the dollar and then shipped overseas.
These places in the past, like I said, it's just so easy to walk in off the street with anything and they'll pay you quick cash for it.
The new flea market ordinance will require licensing, full disclosure of the transaction, and lots of personal information that readily identifies the seller. Further, the ordinance requires flea markets to electronically record the information in real time and make it available to Metro Police the same way that Indianapolis pawn shops are now required to do.
You could go to a pawn shop and you would not be able to sell a high dollar item or electronics without going through the motions, but you could go down the street to the flea market and sell that same item to someone at a flea market and not have to report the sale itself.
The City County Council passed the measure by a vote of 25-2, and Eric, a spokesman for the mayor, told me this afternoon that he will sign the ordinance.
So Jack, what about all these places around Indianapolis that buy gold and so-called precious metals?
Well, the mayor's office told me this afternoon as well that that's the next regulatory frontier, that they are working on an ordinance that would prohibit gold dealers and gold buyers from buying their precious metals and immediately melting them down so that to render them untraceable. Erica?
All right, Jack Reinhart reporting live downtown. Thanks, Jack.